Hi, students. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So there is this Creole woman, right? Who actually came out. I don't know why this is very funny, but it's really crazy how everybody wanna take a swipe or probably reach bed with people that look like me. That shit ain't cool anymore. And then it's also funny because like the way she came about it is crazy. But yeah, it is what it is. We've seen things like this, and I trust me, I am not mad because before I definitely would be like blowing hot. But yeah, she actually said that she is not black, which I do not have any problem with. If she says she's not black, I mean, she is who she is, right? And she says she's from Louisiana, Creole, all right? And she's asking, why would she want to identify with black people that look like me when they do not know where they come from, that they are confused? Why would she be part of a group that do not know where they come from? The truth is that it is not new. It is not new. African history, African American history, Black people's history is not something new. It's something that is well documented and all that. And if you think that it is okay to come out and make fun of people and all that, that it's also okay. I mean, nobody's going to like cut you. But sis, if you are being pulled over by the cops, I don't swear, but trust me, you are you are a black. I don't know where you are, but you already know where you are. Let's get into this video.
As a Louisiana Creole. Why would I want to be a part of a group of people who don't know who they are and don't know where they came from? My lineage dates back to the 1700s. That African American shit didn't come about until the 1990s. As a Louisiana Creole who live in a fucking Creole parish, you're wrong. The only thing that I agree with you on is that Louisiana Creole is not a subgroup of African Americans because not every single Louisiana Creole is black. That's true, okay? It is also true that Creole is just people who were in pre-colonial Louisiana before the Louisiana Purchase. Okay, that's true. You saying that you're not black, you're saying that you're not also African American, which we'll get into, is not true. It's not. Baby, you're black. Like, come on, you look like me. You're black. Also, majority of the Creoles who look like me, who look like us, who look like Megan Thee Stallion, me and her got the same last name, by the way, who look like Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Boosie, they're also African American. Why? Because the slave trade didn't stop after the purchase. The enslaved Africans brought to Louisiana after the purchase were intermingling with the Creoles there. That's why we fucking exist. That's why people like me exist. And also, if I do say so myself, why literally majority of black Creoles are also African American exist. Baby, you are both. You're both. If you want to identify more with your Louisiana Creole identity, that's your business. No one can tell you different. If that's what you are closer to, that's your business. But you're wrong. You embrace your French identity more than your African one, and your French identity is why you fucking got colonized twice. I don't understand Creoles like you, like, at all. I don't. There's a reason why majority of Creoles who come on the internet, who take ancestry tests, who look like me and you have the same fucking communities. A black Louisiana Creole, but their fucking communities are, one of them are Louisiana Creoles and African Americans. They're both. We are both. Here's another one, Louisiana Creoles and African Americans. We are both. We're not just one. Here's another one from another black person, Louisiana Creoles and African Americans. You're not just one. And also you saying shit like, oh, well, your ancestry dates back to the 1600s and African Americans, it became a thing in the 90s. You're wrong. African American is a term that existed since the 1700s. It is not a new term. It is not a new term. Jesse Jackson did not make that shit up in the 80s. It has always existed. It just shows y'all don't know y'all history. This woman literally says that she looks more like a French woman, a white French woman, and her Siberian ancestors than she does an African or a black person. When she literally has a fucking midline diastema, like, girl, what's T for real? Are you forgetting that gumbo is a West African word? Are you forgetting that jambalaya literally looks like fucking jollof rice? What are you forgetting? And you also said that you know where your ancestors were from, but African Americans don't. But you seem to only name two of the most basic fucking tribes known, Yoruba and fucking Wolof. Wow. I'll wait for you to name the other dozens that you are. You don't know either. Oh. And also, to be honest, I know a few Louisiana Creoles who have a lot of Nigerian ancestry, but majority of us tends to have Senegambian and Malian and fucking Angolan and Congolese ancestry, because that's where most of our ancestors are from. If you haven't noticed, I mean, what's the biggest prison in Louisiana's name again? Angola. You named the most two generic fucking African Nigerian tribes that literally everyone knows. Like, girl, keep it a buck. Let's be so for real. And if you want to completely separate yourself from African Americans, even though that you are both, cool. I don't see that you tend to understand that the reason why you have a lot of the fucking rights that you have today, able to do the shit that you are able to do today, is because of the same people that you want to separate yourself from, who you say have no identity, that you are also a part of. Okay.
So let's have a conversation about this whole Creole, who's Creole, black, white, all that stuff. Yeah, let's have a conversation about it again. Now, I'm not gonna lie, as a Creole person, a lot of the people making these videos are misleading y'all and misinforming y'all, and it's actually pissing me off. So let's start off with the things that were said correctly, albeit very few of them. The first of which is that there are white Creoles. You can be Creole and be white, because Creole is not a racial identifier. We're gonna come back to race and all that stuff later, because race, ethnicity, and nationality is once again whooping y'all's ass. So the first thing that is true, you can be black or white and be a Creole. That is a fact. The second thing that is true is the definition that has been given for Creole, and that is somebody being born of the colony, which just means that, hey, your family was born in Louisiana during the time that either the French or the Spanish ruled. That much is also true. Here's where shit went left. When people start saying, oh, I'm not black because I'm Creole, or oh, I'm not white because I'm Creole, that is false. And what we will not try and do is say, oh, well, race didn't exist as a concept, so I don't identify as black. That is categorically and historically false. Like, the Portuguese set up race as a concept during the 1500s. Colonial Louisiana was not a thing until the 1600s. New Orleans didn't get set up, or settled, excuse me, until the 1700s. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, race had very much been a concept before and during these times. We know this because the French also used terms, such as Passé Blanc, which means white passing, or gens de couleur libre, which means free people of color. So they very much had a notion or a concept of race and color during their rule of Louisiana. And if they didn't, then why did they set up different structures and systems for people that fell in different racial categories? Why were there different laws and structures set up for people that were black and white if there was no such thing as black or white? Come on now. So, Creole is not a race. That ass is black or white. Let's start there. Let's move towards ethnicity. Creole could be argued as an ethnic group because it is an amalgamation of a bunch of shared culture, norms, societal makeup, so on and so forth. So you could argue that it is very much an ethnic group. However, it does have a lesser leg to stand on due to the fact that unless your people were legitimately here before Louisiana came underneath American rule and you are black, you are 100% African American. Our ancestors came from the continent of Africa, and we are American citizens. Bottom line, not only that, even if your people were here before that time, we came under a different national rule. We are not under French rule anymore. And your people did not hail from France. We're in America. We are American citizens, and our people have been here for hundreds of years at this stage. So even as an ethnic group, it kind of has a lesser leg to stand on. And also, I know a lot of times in Louisiana, we try and like separate our culture from a lot of other things in different areas. I would argue that some of our cultural practices align a lot more with other African American groups than they do Creole necessarily, because a lot of the Creole history has been lost. Actually, I'm sorry, it's been washed away. I misspoke. It's been washed away. So like, we can't negate the things that we share as a group of African Americans. We cannot negate that. And then nationality, Creole does not have a leg to stand on because there's no fucking country of Creole. When you find one, let me know. I would love to know where that's at. Print that on a map for me. I would love to see it. So I say all that to say, you can be black or white and still be Creole. But even with you being Creole, that ass is still black or white. You do not lose your racial makeup because of something that we identify as a community, or because of a shared history. Let's not forget that. So again, when it comes to that black lady who's saying that she ain't black, and that white lady who's saying that she ain't white, be for real. In Louisiana, that ass is white. And definitely outside of Louisiana, where them people have no context, for the most part, about, again, that shared history and shared culture, you was definitely white. Not only that, should you have been alive during colonial Louisiana, you would have benefited from being white and being a white woman. Let's be clear. Just like you benefit from it now. So don't try and don't. I just got pissed off again.
So this is all I got from this video, and I love the fact that this young, both of them, like the second lady and the young last man, they make so much sense. Now let me start by saying this. Okay, now let me say this. It's fine if you're a Crow or whoever you are, whoever you say you are is what you are, right? But the first lady that did the video, I think she already private the video, deleted it, but people already were able to pick the video before she deleted it, right? Looking at this woman, sincerely speaking, I probably might think she's African or any other place, right? And before I see her, I mean, just seeing her, for me, she is a black woman. This is why I'm trying to explain something. Just hold on, right? And then hearing from her that she does not want to identify with people that do not know where they come from, that is really amazing. Because, see, sincerely speaking, if a cop pull this woman over, who are they seeing? You all already know what they are seeing, and there is nothing that will ever make them believe otherwise, right? She looks like me, straight up, and nothing. First of all, I mean, she is, I'm sorry to say this, but I do not like to force myself on people, right? Like, or force my, my blackness or anything on people. It is not a force. I don't even want anybody to identify with black people too. Like, if you say you are not, it's okay. Nobody is trying to force you to be who you are not, right? So, but her, like, arrogantly saying, why would she like to be a part of people that do not know who they are and where they came from and all that? I am not feeling bad. I want you to know that I'm not feeling bad about this. And I am really happy that she is also not identifying with African American or Black people in general, because what is she going to contribute to them? Like, already have, I'm sure you all already have a lot going on and a lot of people that also, but I mean, it's fine if she doesn't want to be, and nobody's trying to force her or anything. So continue with your life and continue to be who you are. Be proud of who you are. But one thing I do not like is when people use other people as an example or trying to bring other people down because and exert themselves, probably because, like, they just don't want to be. If you It's okay if you don't want to be part of this group and all that, just quietly say it and exit, or within yourself, you are not going to identify with them and all that. But coming here to tell them that they do not know where they come from is like adding salt to an injury. I mean, it is not new. We have heard that several times from, right? And hearing it from someone that looked like me that is saying that she is not, I mean, she does not want to identify. I mean, she's cruel. Because she cruel. Sorry. It's, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. But when I call the cruel, it sounds like cruel. So I hope you know what I am. I hope you know what I am calling. Don't please the tongue. I don't know why it's twisting this way. But yeah, good for her. Really good for her. I am happy that somebody is like, let her continue her life and let us continue our life. Really, I am so like, see how I'm always smiling. Usually I'm always like, how dare you to that? No, I mean, we've passed that level. We do not want a lot of people in even, like, we're looking for a way to send other people out, people like her, people like other people that do not want Black people to rest. You all already know the ones that the coons, the tap dancers. Send them to where they belong. That's all I have to say. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I see you all in my next video. Bye for now.